In this video, we are going to talk about the 3 C's that have caused our food to be processed. My name is Dr. Eseza Nambasi, and I love to talk to the youth because I want the youth to be healthy and happy and vibrant when they grow up. Now, we have in the previous few chats talked about the basics of good health. That is good nutrition, appropriate exercise, good restful sleep, sunshine, a clean environment, and good wholesome interpersonal relations. What we're talking about today is why did food processing have to happen? And the 3 C's that I want you to remember are commercialization, the consumer, and convenience. There are many other C's that will pop up from time to time. But let's talk about commercialization. When industrialization started, people had to work in big industries and do all sorts of things away from the land, and they were employed to do that. So of necessity, they moved away from their farms and moved into big cities, and they had to access food somehow. The second C is the consumer. The consumer needing to access that food could no longer run off to the village or run off to the farm every day to get wholesome, organic food. And so it became necessary to package that food and put it onto the shelves of stores and in shops. And now, the third C, for the convenience of the consumer. But now let's look a little more critically at what has really happened. In order to have, I'll take an example, a grain of either maize or wheat or rice packaged, they have to do a few things to it. Something has to happen to that, the grain. A whole grain has a husk around it, and in the little corner at the tip of that grain is what we call the germ. And in that germ is oil. And that oil is actually supposed to nourish us, to nourish each and every one of our trillions of cells that make us up. However, if that oil is left in the grain and the grain is just ground up and put in packets, oil and all, that flour would very quickly go bad. It would become rancid, and it would become necessary for the food producers to throw it away. That would be a colossal waste of money. So now, back to the first C, commercialization, even in our food supply. And then let me just go back to that grain. They need to polish it, and as they do that, they remove the husk, and that is fiber being taken away. They have to remove the vitamins and minerals. Granted, later on they can add some, but that's after they've removed the original organic food-based vitamins and minerals. But now, what has that done to our health status? Over the years, we have seen a rise in diseases such as diabetes, hypertension or high blood pressure, arthritis, anxiety, and depression. We are worried about all the other diseases of lifestyle or non-communicable diseases. I sometimes refer to them as diseases of choice. Now, the question is it because we have a choice, or is it because we no longer have a choice? Now that is a discussion for another day. But I just want you to remember, being healthy is really not rocket science.